don't know who said it, but I just keep hearing this single mother thing when there's both parents in the home. Like, how are you a single mother if the father's there? I wanna understand that, because there's a difference between being a single mother and a mother that's single. You get what I'm saying? Like, I keep hearing that y'all single mothers because you guys have to do the house. Some women have to do the house duties. Like Sweeney said, like, we ignore what men, all the things that men do for their children. We take them out. We teach them so many different things. We help you guys out, but all of this stuff gets ignored because you guys have to cook and clean for the most part. Y'all act like men don't cook, men don't clean, men don't do nothing, men don't make you guys feel good, men don't tell you guys you look good. All these other things is getting ignored because y'all in y'all feelings. So I just want to understand, where's the whole single mother thing if there are men there? You guys are talking about women that's divorced, getting divorced. That means the man was there. So how are you a single mother?
Go ahead, Casey.
No, Trev just said something that I agree with, and I kind of hinted at, well, touched on it when I was talking before, but to much is given, much is required. And if you want certain things in life, there's going to be a lot that is required of you. Um, and you have to make your mind up to know what the work that is going to be required to maintain with whatever you've prayed for, you've asked for. Um, yeah, I think social media was probably the worst thing that ever happened to Black people, because just like how the church has changed when it comes to emotions and preaching into people's emotions and their feelings and preaching feel good sermons and feel good situations with welcoming people in, I think social media is propaganda to speak to people's emotions on how they're feeling, and their emotions are then heightened and becomes the driving force within their decision making, and they stop using critical thinking skills, they stop using logic, they stop using rational situations, they don't look at it rationally anymore. It's all emotions driven, and it's a sad thing because, like Trev said, other cultures are going to bite the bullet. What do I want? What is required of me? And they're just going to do it. They're not going to complain about it. They're not going to get on social media. A man who wants to be rich knows that he's not going to be rich by laying in the bed. You have to get up, you have to do something, you have to get degrees, you have to study, you have to learn, you have to pour into yourself, you have to work. A woman who wants a family, you're not going to be able to maintain a family by laying in the bed all day. You're not going to be able to maintain a family by going to work and coming home and going to sleep, and the house is not going to take care of itself. You're not going to be able to be a wife and the relationship takes care of itself. There's going to be work that is required of you. Heavy is the head that wears a crown. You want to call yourself a queen? You want to have this queen life? Black women want to be, I'm queen this, I'm queen that. Well, a queen rules over and takes care of her kingdom. A queen is responsible. A queen knows how to balance more than one thing at a time. If you call yourself a woman, you should be able to do more than one thing on a daily basis. That's the part of being a woman. Little girls do little girl things. You go to school, you do what's asked of you, what your parents require you to do. But women have to take charge and have to take control of what is in their wheelhouse. And the things that are in our wheelhouse, the things that God innately gave to us is nurture, right? We nurture, we take care. The things that we have within us that grows as we become women, those are the things that God gave us. We can't be mad at men because of the things that God gave us. Those are the things that are in us, and those are the things that we're responsible for within a family unit. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so what? It's a lot on Nick Saban too, but he's still winning championships every year. People that are in big positions in life, that are responsible for a lot of people, that have to balance a lot of things, they deal with it because they want that title. They want that. So if I'm gonna have this title, this is what comes with it. If you're gonna call yourself a good mother, this is what comes with it. If you're gonna call yourself a badass wife, like people like to do on social media, all this type of thing, that is what is required of that title. Otherwise, take the title off. That's not who you are. You're a fraud.
Right.
And this whole, like I saw, we were talking about social media can be fake. Yeah, nothing about me is fake. With my mom, I saw my mom never leave the house without makeup. I saw her never leave the house without a decent outfit on. I saw her cook. She was a stay-at-home mom for 12 years, and then she went into the workforce, and she's still in the workforce now. So I've seen her do everything in every different type of scenario, and I've seen her do it to the best of her ability in every situation. If our family required something differently, we did something differently, and she was right there working along with my dad. Like Shan said, it's a family unit and it's teamwork with a husband and wife, but women have to not be afraid of the title of wife and mom. If you're going to call yourself those titles, you better be willing to do everything that comes along with it.
So, and I wanted to add something too. And appreciate that cooking. Appreciate the Casey cooking. Casey be cooking, boy. Gotta give you props when we can. I got to do that. But we live. You gotta understand, ladies, man. You gotta understand how hard it is for a man to be in a situation like this. We live in a system where no fault divorce allows women to walk away, and most of the times they take the children with them because they got the favor of the family courts. So you got to understand that it's only reasonable to expect a woman's full submission, her full cooperation and willingness to compromise. She got to be down. She got to go do the hard work. And without these qualities, men are pretty much at a systemic disadvantage. We at a disadvantage. So at least, like I tell men all the time, at least set up the marriage structured the way you want, because you're at a disadvantage coming in anyways. And this thing about walking away from your family because of your feelings and all this shit, man, you got to understand, for many generations, men stayed on the front lines, putting their duty first and not letting their feelings walk them away from war, like for hundreds of years. And today it's sad because today we see some women, a lot of women leaving marriages because of their feelings instead of staying committed to their family. Just imagine if men, imagine if we operated like that off of our feelings. Where would this world be? Where would the world be?
One little piece what Darwin just said. I don't think people realize, like, and I don't mean to get too heavy, but this is where I am as a parent, because I'm thinking about everything and every person my child is exposed to. When it comes to a father being in the home, just his mere presence is going to be a deterrent for pedophiles, people that are looking to prey on them. There was a viral clip that went viral of a pedophile who was getting interviewed, and this is, really dark and heavy clip, but he was saying he always, when he worked as a coach or worked in schools, he always went for the kid that had a single mom. He always went for that kid because he knew he could slide in there some type of way to be some type of father figure, or find a loophole to help out and help with that child getting to and from practice or school some type of way. He knew he could slide in there, and that was his go-to when it came to finding and picking a child to prey upon. So there's so many different elements for a father. Just his presence alone is protection. Just his presence alone is protection. So we have different roles. Women and men are not here to do the same thing. We can't keep watering and trying to iron us out to be so equal, because we're not. We're not equal. We're not equal in the family unit as well. That's why it's a yin and yang, and we're meant to work together and be together within that family unit.